welcome to my new Guitar-Nerdery video. Today I'd like to talk about sixths. We have two of them, a minor six and a major six. They are complementary intervals to the third, and they are equally melodic like the thirds. A very common way to play sixths on the guitar is like this. The learning curve of these sixth shapes is somewhat higher because it's a little difficult to connect them to scale shapes. In this episode I'm going to show you an easy approach talking about using 3 notes per string patterns to play sixths without having to think about the notes or when do I have to play a minor six and when a major six. So stay tuned. If you're not familiar at all with 3 notes per string patterns, especially them of the Ionian system, the diatonic patterns, I recommend my video number 76. My intro demonstration was in the key of G Dorian. I'm going to use what I call pattern number 2 of the Ionian system in the 3rd position to play G Dorian. Using such a 3 notes per string pattern to start into sixths playing is pretty easy. You just take the first note of the lower string and the 3rd note on the next higher string. So in this pattern it is. This is a major 6. By the way, the definition of sixths is the distance of 8 half tones is a minor 6 and 9 half tones is a major 6. It's always good to know what you're doing, but my intention today is not to think about the notes, just start enjoying the intervals sixths. And this is the way. First note, low string, next higher string, 3rd note. And you can approach this within this 3 notes per string pattern on every pair of strings. Look, this is how it looks like. This here is pretty evil, I admit that. But if you do this 12 frets higher with the same pattern, it's not so hard anymore. And of course it works with all diatonic 3 notes per string scale shapes. Let's also take shape number 4. A lot of fun. This actually already was what I wanted to show you today. An easy approach to start into sixths playing. But let me give you a final tip, and this applies also to the topic of my former video about the intervals seconds. If you like to learn to move them sixths horizontally across the whole fretboard, then a very good approach is to learn all these 3 notes per string shapes, my episode number 76, talking about a very high learning curve now. But if you have all shapes on the whole fretboard available, then you can just move through your shapes. Let me show you what I mean. I'm going to move the sixths that appear on the D and the G string if I'm playing this approach. In the key of G Dorian, and do this with every shape, then I automatically go across the whole fretboard horizontally. And this approach works on all string pairs. As I said, the learning curve doing this is pretty high, so don't let this demotivate you. This was not the main topic of today. My main topic was an easy approach starting into playing sixes. So just use whatever scale shape you like, use one shape and enjoy the sound of them sixes. And here we are at the end of this video. And if you do not have already and like to support me, please like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And I'm looking very forward to see you next time.